you know, we've heard a lot recently about how the individual teams feel about the 2013 engines. Some are for, some are against. My opinion is a lot of the fans are against the change to turbocharged fours. So how would you guys like to respond to those fans who don't feel that it's good for Formula One?
I guess first, my answer would be traditionally any change creates some confusions and creates some people who doesn't like, you know. And I think from time to time we need to change the regulation. First of all, to keep the motivation for our engineers, to bring some new partners, some new technology, to create some new interest and to create some new challenge. My FOTA hat today is this is what I would say, because we obviously we understand the concern of all the fans, and I think there was a lot of noise in the press, in the media, about the engine noise and the attraction of Formula One in the future, with this very small engine and not revving very high. Nobody knows yet, you know. So I think the best for the future of Formula One is to have a clear commitment from everybody and very good communications around to make sure that whatever we are building for the future, F1 will be part of what Martin just said before, will be better and greater.
Let's very, very briefly, and I mean very briefly, just go around the room very quickly, just 2 or 3 opinions. Why don't you like the idea of it? Just very briefly.
Personally, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't really feel that Formula One needs to be road car relevant. I mean, open wheel sports cars will never be road car relevant. So, I mean...
The guy from Ferrari at the back doesn't like that answer.
Well, I mean...
Luca doesn't like that at all.
But Ferrari is also against it, so, I mean...
Yeah, but we like that it's road related. Depends on which car.
Well, of course, right.
Okay, just hang on, because let's get 1 or 2 other opinions. So very quickly, yeah, you've got to. Why don't you like the idea of it? Gentleman in the red T-shirt, just in front of you. Thank you.
Same reason, pretty much. And I don't think that it would affect the environmental impact of F1 very much.
You don't think it'll help much?
No, I mean, the fuel consumed by the whole grid for the whole year is equivalent to a one-way flight or a return flight for one jumbo jet to London to Tokyo, versus the 6 or 7 jumbo jets, if I'm not wrong, 747s, that required each time we go fly away. That's what really we need to reduce, is the tonnage of weight we send.
Okay.
Yeah.
One other point of view. Yeah, Tessa, can we get the microphone just over the other side? Just one other point of view. Thanks for bringing your Arsenal shirt tonight, by the way. Yeah. Yes, just one more point of view from over here. Yeah, please.
Thank you. Fortunately, I'll be going to Silverstone next month. I wouldn't want to be standing on Hangar Straight in 2013 watching the cars roar down the straight at 200 miles an hour sounding like a Subaru.
I don't know if we plan a flat 4 actually.
Well, I think one thing's clear. I mean, those of us who've been watching Grand Prix cars for a long time know, you know, again, if at the start of the season, I haven't heard a Formula One car in full cry for a couple of months, and you go to a test, you drive into the circuit. As you drive in, if the day has already started, you hear a Formula One car. And what I can honestly say is, after 20-odd years, there's still tingles down the back of my neck listening to the sound of a Formula One car. So, you know, it really is important, the sound. So, you know, anyone who's never been to a Grand Prix, the first reaction they have when they get there is, God, you know, this sounds fantastic. So I think the concerns are really, really well placed. And as, you know, as has been said, the actual CO2 emitted by the racing cars on the circuit is a very, very small percentage of the footprint of our sport. But we've got to make sure we get the sound right.